I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, hello. Hi, Dina.
Hey, Father Fish. How's it going?
I'm all right. I'm feeling really tired and rocky today. I don't know what the problem is. I'm just halfway here.
Yeah. Probably the weather.
The weather.
Yeah.
Will be the weather. Sailor Red is here. Hey, Sailor Red. And the birds. I'm going to bring the birds in
That's going to be cool.
Christmas.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. The birds come in. I'm bringing fish tanks in. I'm getting all the fish out of the house. I'm bringing the Old Faithful in.
Oh, cool.
I'll figure out where to put that. I'll probably put it in the window here.
Oh, that'd be good.
I don't know where I'm going to put it. Bringing the birds in, the fish tanks. I'm going to get rid of all the fish tanks that come in, and we're building a new rack
Oh,
to
cool.
replace. We're going to move all of the 10-gallon tanks onto one wall and building a big rack just opposite where I am. So that'll be kind of neat.
Yeah, well.
And that'll give us room to build another rack with bigger tanks on the other side. So it'll get staged in, but I think probably Christmas week we'll try to get that first rack done. Get all the tens moved onto it. I've ordered a blower pump, so we also have to run PVC everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Which means we'll be poking holes through the walls and all that. So we're going to go through some stuff
Right.
over the next couple of weeks, doing upgrades and getting things better organized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a video this week. We have about, I don't know how many, 25, maybe 30 tanks set up with probably certainly well over 100 species of fish.
Wow.
With upwards of 25, mostly in the range of 6 to 12 species, rather individuals per species. So we've got 600 fish
That is so
easily.
cool.
Probably more, but at least that. But each tank, including all the 10-gallon tanks, have an average of 5 species of fish in each tank. And they're all heavily planted tanks.
Hmm.
So it's like having dozens of community tanks.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's exactly what we have. And of course, they're all natural tanks. So they're all kind of self sustaining with super healthy fish. And we try to match fish up so there are not behavioral problems or conflicts in size or aggression or whatever. And it gives us some interesting matches. You'll see, I'm going to do a video this week and we're going to go through, I don't know if we'll go through all of the tanks, but we'll go through a bunch of them and describe what's in them and how the fish are getting along. It should be fun. Should be interesting.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds it. That's gonna be
it's
awesome.
yeah, it's something nobody else is doing.
Hmm.
I mean, Alex is probably closer than anybody else. It's because he does community tanks. He does numbers of species per tank. So that'll be this week's video coming up.
That's gonna be fun.
And guess who's here right at the crack of dawn, the crack of the dawn of our show.
Yeah,
Jacob's up. Hi,
yeah.
Jacob.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I got good news. I'll be ordering your guys' book here very shortly online.
Oh, wonderful. You're gonna love it.
That's what that's what I was saying. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting, and we've got big plans for it. We're hoping to be able to develop it so it becomes a real valuable research tool as an online research tool. Looking good. Look at this. You got a
See the
pretty
look,
valve.
That is.
see the thing jumping? That's
Yeah,
the
what are
I guess those are the copepods or whatever they're called.
they're not moving? Do you have nearite snails?
No, they're
Are they
um
moving?
yeah, see that little thing right there, it's moving.
Okay. Huh.
They're little they're the
You've
biological
got a
bugs.
little
That's
bug.
all the
Right.
leaf litter I've been putting in.
Oh, they're leaf hoppers.
So whatever they came from all the leaf matter,
Right.
That's really
and
cool.
I've had them in there since I've been established with those leaves, and then
Springtails. Stan says they're springtails.
springtails they're good then, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh, springtails
absolutely.
are really good.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
they like to jump towards them. They'll watch them real close, and then they'll dart at it and attack it and eat it.
oh, that's yeah, right. Lollapalooza. How do
I
we breed freshwater clams? Um, leave them alone to do their thing. There ain't much to it. You just put a couple in there and they do it all by themselves. It's an annual thing, though. It happens once a year. If I'm not mistaken. It's not something that goes on and on.
Yeah, that jungle vow, it's just phew.
Yeah, it's a
that
nice plant, isn't it?
that one
Yeah.
jungle vow I can show you. It's right here. It's over 4 foot. It's about this far out over the tank.
Oh, it'll get 5 to 6 feet long. I've had some get 8 foot long.
How long you think it'll get my tank, seeing that it's a
Oh,
50?
well, it'll keep growing. It's not going to be controlled by your tank. It'll just keep growing and fold over on itself. Hello,
Well,
Zirkus.
a lot of people keep telling me I need to cut it, but I refuse to cut it.
Well, if you cut it, you kill the leaf.
That's what I learned from you, that basically you once you cut that, you're destroying that whole leaf then.
Yeah. So people who say you should cut it don't know how to grow it. They don't
Now, I've also
understand
heard
the
that
tank.
that Val does better in higher flow. Is that true too?
No, no, I would not say so.
Because
I
I
mean,
don't really have
it's
flow, and it's
generally okay in high flow, you know,
Mhm.
and I mean it can kind of drape out. Like if you see it, you don't see it growing in streams though. You see it growing in quiet pools. It'll
right.
tend to grow straight up and then it'll canopy over. But it's not a plant that grows in streams and runs long streamers. There are other plants that do, but that's not one.
I was also thinking about getting corkscrew. How tall would corkscrew get?
Well, not nearly as tall. It would be a good plant for you to have. We've got a couple of species of it. That's a nice plant. It grows more like a forest with
Mhm.
stems that are straight up and close together. So it creates more of a I don't know, a forest kind of look.
That jungle valve's basically taking the whole top over, though. But I mean, I'm still getting an adequate amount of light, though. That's the amazing part.
Oh yeah, right, right. Well, I don't think it would ever cover.
That's a beautiful tank.
Yeah, that
Oh,
I've looked at it, and it was August 14th, 2024 when I put it in, and today is December 14th or 15th. 15th. So it's been in there August, September, October. Exactly 4 months. That's 4 months of growth with nothing done to it.
yeah.
Wow.
And
Let's
I
see.
remember I remember starting
Zircus.
with one little pod about this tall. That's it.
Zircus is saying I was made in charge of a 220-gallon planted tank. Any video advice for large tank setups would be appreciated. Well, I'll tell you what you need to do, Circus. You need to get on the Father Fish Shoal,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to get to know some folks there who you will be able to consult with on a regular routine basis. You'll also be able to post videos and pictures of the tank and get some hands-on advice and help with what you're doing. You need somebody who you can call on a routine basis for a project like that. And that's exactly what the uh, the Father Fish Shoal is for, is to be able to build a friendship and a relationship with some people who can help you on an ongoing basis with a project like that. So I would strongly recommend you do that. Get on the Father Fish Shoal. The link is right at the top of the page at fatherfish.fish, along with our store, which will also give you a source of any of the supplies that you may need. Zirkus is talking about a CR rather, right behind him is talking about chlorine. You don't
Uh,
need to, right, that's true, CR. You do not need to treat the water at all for chlorine. If you're
mm-mm.
doing a little top off, it immediately dissipates. If you spray the water in the tank right out of the tap, like put the hose on a spray, the chlorine will immediately evaporate into the air as it's going into the tank. It's a good idea, however, to throw one vitamin C tablet in the tank. You can dissolve it first and put it in whenever you do a water change because it will instantly uh, convert chlorine. It will remove chlorine right away, and it does not leave anything behind that is of a chemical or a toxic kind of nature. It's purely biological and is beneficial. So tossing one vitamin C tablet in when you do a water change, dissolving it first and putting it in, it's a really good policy.
Mhm.
I've
Look,
actually done it works.
it does. It
It,
absolutely does.
it's that a vitamin C tablet will actually it'll take chlorine and then it'll take the ammonia and chlorine which is chloramine. It just wipes it out. I done tried it. It does.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't
It's
need nothing. None of them off throwing chemicals that ruin everything. You gotta learn to it's basically like a home remedy, I would say. It's like a home remedy.
Yeah, that's true. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is.
Let's see. Cody is up. Let's talk to Cody. Thanks, Jacob. Nice to chat with you.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now. Cody,
Hey.
Hey guys.
how are you?
Do you know who this is?
I do.
Mhm.
It's NC.
Hey, NC.
It's NC, and there you are on this TV screen.
Cool.
So where are you?
We're back at the shop,
Nice.
Okay.
but before I give you guys a shop update, I have a few. I rescued some betas yesterday.
Oh
Oh,
my.
cool.
If you haven't seen the video,
No, I
I
haven't
got them
seen
for
it yet.
free, and
Hey, that's even better.
I put them in the tank, and we're gonna get them breeding, hopefully.
Nice.
And I also put sand in all my tanks. I
Good.
Cool.
finally convinced her to put sand in there.
Ah, bravo. Good for you.
So all of them are sanded now. Most of them.
Nice. I love
Yeah,
this shop.
yeah, this is beautiful
Really
stuff.
do. Great
They're not
shop.
closing down. Don't worry, it's the other one.
Right.
So I'm actually taking this guy home. Do you know what this is?
I can't see. Tell me.
Where is it? There it is. It's like a gar looking thing.
I
Oh,
don't
there I
see
see
it.
him. He's at the top of the water.
At
There,
top?
I see him.
Oh, it's a needle nose.
It's
That's
a
cute.
gold wrestling. Yeah, something like
Right.
that. I'm taking
Nice.
home one of them at least today.
Hmm.
So that's
Well,
gonna.
yeah, there they are.
So I'll be trying to breed these.
That's a
Yeah.
different kind of animal. Find out how big they get before they're mature.
3 inches. 3 inches. I've done my research.
Is
Don't
that
worry.
right?
Wow.
Okay.
So is it
It,
kind of like a miniature alligator gar? Because it looks so much like a
No,
alligator.
it's more. It's not like a gar.
it
It's
looks like a
more
gar.
more like a needle fish, if you know what
Yeah.
that is.
Hmm. That is so cool.
They're like that small
Oh
right now.
wow,
That's,
that is small.
yeah, that's pretty tiny, isn't it?
They'll get up to 3 inches.
Nice.
Um, and yeah, everything's planted here. I haven't showed you the aftermath after you recommended the wholesaler with us.
Right.
And then here it is. Look at that. This room.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Very cool.
I actually brought him some plecos, obviously.
Hmm.
Some
Nice.
plecos.
Yeah.
for them. Um, betas. We, we just rescued some of these. This one's nice. I love this one.
He needs to get
Ooh.
some of my soil and try it.
Mm-hmm.
So he can get all of these tanks set up as dirted tanks.
Yep.
That'd be nice. Oh, that's a pretty
Oh,
bed.
that one's dirted. Yeah,
Wow, that is a pretty one.
that's a neat color.
Yeah, it is. I've never
This
seen one with those colorations.
this one's my favorite.
That one is a pretty one.
Um, there's a lot of things going on here. Some cichlids, more plecos, obviously, and then some gold ocelotus in this
Nice.
one. Autosynclus. A nice, cute little goldfish with a mustache on it.
That's cute. It does look like he's got a mustache.
The black spot on his,
Mhm.
mouth.
Lip, right?
Um, axolotl room.
Huh. How many does it have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there's babies in this room.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
There's 3, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and
Wow.
29, 30. So about 35, I say.
Wow.
And then there's
That is
more
a
at the front.
lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
I need to do that. I need to get a bunch of them. I got people. I've sold 3 big ones.
Mhm.
I don't have any more left to sell right now. I need to get some. See if he wants to wholesale some to me, little ones.
Okay.
Maybe
We
I'll
got a
trade
lot of breeders here.
for dirt or something.
Maybe you should go talk to him.
He's got breeders.
Uh, like, no, like, there's local people breeding here.
Mhm.
Hey,
Okay.
Cody, Father Fish has been saying that he wants to buy some axolotls from you.
An axolotl of them. What kind?
Well, leucistic, I guess. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
I only have 1 pair of leucistics left. I've sold everything else, and I don't have a current source.
Gotcha. Well, we have a couple that are smaller, but getting ready to breed, kind of out in different tanks. A lot of them are local breeders, though. Um, we do have a couple that do ship out. I can see if they can do like something like that. Pretty recent, if you
I'd
want.
be interested. Yeah, I need
Okay,
to get some, so maybe first of the year.
sounds good. I'll text you on that Discord and let you know what I find.
Appreciate it.
Of
Thank
course,
you
of course.
very much.
Yep. Well, yeah, the shop's doing great. Everything's doing fine.
Nice.
A kid came in actually, and he had some pygmy cories, and everything was planted, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Goldfish, mother swords.
Those are pretty.
Here are
All
the big
right.
ones.
Tony's here. I want to get over and
Yep.
see Tony's new pond. Thanks, and say thank you.
Yep, of course. See you guys.
Bye
See ya.
bye. Hey, Tony,
Hello.
look at this, what she's doing here.
Now,
Oh, that's inspiring.
if if I'm having breathing problems, let me know because I can't see it.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
Well, it's cloudy because of the pea gravel.
Right.
I could see in it, but I did get I
That'll
put
clear up.
some hygrophia there. I've got some of the valve already planted, but I've got black elephant ears,
Huh.
hygrophia, and I did a pickerel weed right here.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna get huge, so it will eventually have to come out. But I'm gonna plant pickerels in here. I think I may put them all along the middle right here.
Oh yeah.
And then everything I plant's going to go all along the side.
Wow.
It's huge. In
Wow.
fact, in
That's
fact,
exciting.
the
Yep.
Father Fish substrate calculator said it's a 800-gallon, because I still
Wow.
can feel it. It's still going to come up all the way to the out where it goes off. So it
Right.
ain't full yet.
Huh. Oh, you're still putting water in it there. Yeah.
No, not well. No, we gonna get some rain. It'll fill it
Oh,
up to
okay.
the top
Oh, cool.
from here.
That's
But
wonderful.
I
I
had to
love
put
it.
the table up on brick. I
Yeah.
did it. I didn't want a low one like on the pond. That's why it's so high up, and I'm
There.
diffusing it.
Nice.
But yeah, I tried to pull the pickerel up and show you. Look what the pickerel has done.
Oh my
Wow.
word.
I have 5 blooms on it right now. It was 80 degrees today.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice. It took
so
over, didn't it?
it took over one
It
3-stem
did.
plant.
Wow.
One 3-stem plant did this,
Huh.
and it's coming out of here. I think I'm gonna
Well,
go
you
put them
know,
on.
it's gonna do the same thing in the big pond.
Yeah, I know, but if I can put it in the middle, it'll offer some shade so that the corkscrew valve can grow taller. I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Uh,
Unless it crowds everything out.
Now I am. Excuse the mess. I finally got sand over here to make my little patio, brick patio.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
But I'm thinking about putting my pickerel right out here.
Look at the bayou.
That's what I was just thinking. You're that close to the bayou. I know you said you was close, but I didn't
Y-
realize that close.
Yeah, that's my house.
She right
Look,
on it.
Awesome.
that's where I sit and fish, right there.
Right. I
I
love
would
it.
never be inside. I would just be at the fishing spot. I would not.
That's
I would never
right.
be inside.
Right. That's right.
But yeah, that's where we go fish, burn boxes. I got
Right.
some new stuff over here.
My goodness.
Got some comfrey. This is what they call uh walking I'm sorry. It it's a walking it's a bog plant.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Walking iris. I'm sorry,
Working hours.
walking
Right.
iris.
Right. Right.
And then they brought me some this.
What is that? Looks like
It's a fern. It's
an
a
evergreen.
juniper.
Oh,
Oh,
Judah,
cool.
it's an evergreen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this, but this is what I'm really excited about. This is gonna be a new shoot, I
It'll,
forgot the name of it. It's
huh.
it's that tree right there on the other side of the pole.
Oh, the tree?
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
A
yeah.
cypress?
No, it's a fruit tree.
A fruit tree, right. Huh.
Yeah, see, already got buds on it.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I done forgot. I'm gonna have to tell you again. I'm losing my mind. I've been busy with that pond.
Certainly looks like it.
Look,
Listen, I need to get over and talk to Ty. He's sitting here very patiently. It's a man I met just a few days ago on another stream, the Koi Pet.
okay,
I want to bring him up. Come on back.
I will.
Love it. Thank you, Tony.
All right, bye.
Ty,
Hey.
How's it
hi
going?
there. Can we hear you?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for having me on. I
You're
got
very welcome.
there's some cool plants on there.
Yeah. Tony's got a lot of amazing plants.
Yeah. I could probably pick up some stuff from her. But yeah, I'd love to show you the pond and what we got
Yeah,
going on.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Well, camera. I got to figure this part out. Hold on.
You just turn it around if you want.
There we
There
go.
we go. There
All
we
right.
go.
So this is the 1,000-gallon stock tank pond I've got in my greenhouse because it's cold out. This is the only thing that's keeping me occupied.
Wow.
So I've got a bunch of umbrella grass in here, some society garlic, some papyrus, some cool stuff. And then I've got 5 young koi in here, 4 tosai and 1 nisai, but they've been real shy lately, so they're probably not going to come out. But this is what I've just been spending all my time in here because I don't know what to do with myself.
Right. Where do you live?
I live in Utah.
Utah. So it's kind of cold out there right now.
Yeah, not too bad today, but it gets below freezing at night, and
Nice to have a greenhouse.
yeah, it was worth building it this fall just so I wouldn't lose my mind.
Right.
Guys, this is my pond, my koi
some
pond.
serious projects going on.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I wish I could show you better, but I got it all covered up for the winter.
Oh, yeah.
Really, just more with like the temperature swings. So,
Right.
I mean, fine in the cold water. It's just if it goes from 30 degrees to 5 degrees in one night, like later in the winter,
Wow.
they're probably not going to enjoy that as much. It might
Yeah,
be harder.
I would guess. Right.
So my real intention with covering it is just to help the temperature
Hold the temperature. Yeah, that does work. That's a very effective control.
And right now, well, I'll show you the filter room. I think that's the part out on. But see. So I've got this 300-gallon moving bed filter I built.
Wow.
K1 and K3 media.
That's pretty impressive.
That is really impressive. Wow. Something like that.
So I've got that biological filtration. I've also got, let's see if I can scoot back far enough. I've got these 3 trickle towers I built.
Wow.
I've got the pumps turned down pretty low. Otherwise, it normally looks like a shower, kind of like spray head in here.
Uh-huh. Huh.
But these are full of this big ceramic media.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Grow a lot of bacteria on that.
Oh, yeah. I've got, I think, like 15 of those in each box.
Wow.
And I also got my my drum filter, which, let's see, is pretty cool.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't have to change any filters with this thing.
Right.
I don't know how familiar you are, but yeah, I got 4-inch lines to it from the bottom drains and from the skimmer.
Yeah, that's 4-inch, is it?
Yep, they're all 4-inch.
Wow.
That
pretty impressive.
And then I have it shut off right now. I just run it every couple days because it doesn't have much going through it.
Huh. Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it is.
But all the dirty water ends up going into this 50-gallon drum down there.
Oh, my word.
Wow.
That pumps it out later.
Oh. Wow.
That is so amazing. You built
pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm on year 4 building this thing.
Wow.
Right.
But
beautifully engineered.
Mm-hmm.
All the tank.
Right now I'm in the middle of building my deck.
Oh, my word.
This will have kind of similar to the pergola, the sloped pergola. cover the pond, it has this this poly sheets on it.
Uh-huh.
Keep it covered. I'm gonna do the same thing with the deck.
With
My
the
plan
deck,
is, yeah, from back here, I'm gonna have rafters that are gonna come up to that kind of
oh, nice.
entry coming into the deck.
Yeah. Wow.
And I mean, my dream is to be able to just sit back here on my deck and read a book and hang out with my fish.
Really? Do you have children?
I got 3 dogs and a cat.
3 dogs. Do you live alone or you have a wife with you?
It's me and my wife.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Then the other reason I built the greenhouse is so I could put all my tropical plants in there that normally sit right here.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Right. Of course.
yeah, this is my bog filter, and all the plants. I just keep them all potted, and they sit right here, kind of create a nice
Well,
backdrop.
this all shows master carpenter level.
Yeah, it does.
Really. Wow.
I used to keep all the plants inside of my house, but
Right.
there's so many of them. It took up an entire room, and
So that's the greenhouse in front of it.
Yep, so that's the big reason for the greenhouse. The added bonus of building the greenhouse is I get to I still get to enjoy my koi hobby in the winter,
Right.
raising those younger koi. So
Wow.
yeah, that's what I've got
Pretty
going on here.
impressive there, Ty.
That it is. Is
Thank
that another pond and to the right? Was that another pond that you're building?
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
You know what? This was actually the temporary pond I was keeping my fish in while I was still building this one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
It's kind of a funny story. Somebody in my local pond club, her pond was becoming a lot for her to keep up with. So she asked me one day if I'd be willing to take her koi fish on for her. And I said yes. And a year later, she called me up and said, "Okay, I'm ready. They're going to be closing my pond up in 2 weeks." And I was still like 2 years from finishing my pond or having it ready to put water in it. So I just scrambled, and in like one weekend, I just built this whole thing.
Threw that together, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Stacked some block and laid a liner in it.
Yeah. I mean, really did not have enough time to get like media established, things like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyways, I have 2 of those koi fish in this pond now, and her 1 goldfish. I believe he's about 30 years old now.
Oh my.
So it's kind of cool. I was
That
able
is.
Nice.
them. So
Appreciate meeting you, Ty.
oh, it was great to meet you.
Thanks very much for coming over and
Yeah. Thanks for
introducing. Now make sure you post the link to your channel so we can
Oh yeah.
get people in there. Put it on the chat,
Dang.
and we'll get folks to come over and
That'd be awesome.
subscribe to your channel.
Oh, that'd be way cool. Well, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody's had going on.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you very much.
You bet. We'll see ya.
Bye for now.
He's definitely giving me some ideas I want to try out.
Oh man, talk about impressive.
Right?
That filtration system he has could probably handle 100,000 gallons.
I've never seen anything like that. That is
That I've seen big systems, but they, a system like that. I'm just trying to compare it to. It would be comparable to a system in a major display, like a single tank hippo display in a zoo, for
Wow.
example. It's capable of handling a very, very heavy bio load in a very large body of water. He could tie his second pond to that, the one that's in the greenhouse, and create another pond beside that and be able to chain them all together and still easily handle the load, the bio load with that
I,
system. It's really a remarkable system. And it's maintenance free.
I like that.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
That it is.
Let's see. See what else is going. Let me check on the chat here. Yeah, that's an amazing setup. A House of Pipes is saying. Redina is shoveling snow. G-Man is here. Oh, Christian says, I'm looking for the shirt. I'm wearing the shirt that Christian B has been looking for. This
Hey,
was, do we still have access to this? Do you know?
That's what I've been working on. I've been working on finding that graphic, but I wasn't sure what I was looking for. I was looking for angelfish, but there's multiple angelfish graphics. Now I know which ones to look for.
Oh, all right. I think it's the same one, just different sizes. I
Yeah.
believe they're all the same fish.
It
Can't
looks like
tell
it.
for sure, but I'm pretty certain they are.
Now I know
Did
what
you-
I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's the same picture, just three different sizes. It's really nice. And it has angels printed
That's
on the
cool.
bottom. Yeah.
I
Pretty
know what I'm
nice.
looking next.
Let's see who's here. Sailor Ed is here.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing well. I got a couple of tanks to show you, and then a story and maybe a question. But this is the original. Could you turn that down, Karen? Yeah. Hold on just a second. My wife is watching also, but she's in a different room. So anyhow, this is my original Father Fish tank. And it has really just been a pleasure. I mean, one algae bloom one time, but I can live with that. There's the little plants I got in the auction whenever
Oh,
that
yeah.
was, last week
Yeah.
before last.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that gave me some stuff to do. Anyhow, this is my little Tetra tank. I feel kind of silly after a tie. I don't have any monsters.
Oh my
But
word. Yeah, we didn't even see his fish.
oh yeah, that's true. And now this is a 29 over here. And I recently added some fish to it, I added some fish to it. Those Colombian tetras, but they are, and they say they're not shy, but sometimes I can't find them at all in here. It's only a 29-gallon tank.
Well, you got a lot of cover in there, and fish do hide. That's their nature.
Yeah. And then down here, I hate being cheesy, but I couldn't resist. This is my fish tank.
What?
As a fish tank, that was funny.
My fish tank.
Your fish
Yeah,
tank.
and they get in there and play a little bit, and I imagine they dream they're attacking the neighbors or something. I don't know.
That is adorable.
Yeah, I was shopping for something. So anyhow, when I bought the Father Fish dirt, I bought it for this tank. This is a new one.
Right.
It's the first time it's been in public. But I moved my angelfish over here.
Well, they look
And
happy.
oh wait, while he's out and about, there's a little epistogramma.
Oh, sure not.
There's three of those in there.
Nice.
But this tank, the three cories that live in it, they never go to the bottom.
Really? Isn't that
They
fun?
they are always swimming.
Huh.
And there's one of them that fights with one of these angelfish. They I don't know why. And then somewhere back yonder in the corner, under that filter somewhere, there's a bristlenose catfish.
All right.
And my wife let me get away with all this because it was my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
But he hangs around back there, and I'm worried he's going to get through the sand. You can see there's a hole because he'll hang there and swish his tail back and forth and kick all the sand out. So I might put a rock in there or
He
something.
ain't gonna do much damage.
No.
Nice better.
But that's all the stem pack that I got from you.
Wow.
Looks
And
great.
it was supposed to show up that Monday, but the mail lady just drove on by, and she apologized the next day. And I'm like, hey, it said perishable on the package. You should have brought it back.
Yeah, really.
But you, when you said, "Oh, go ahead and get angelfish," because I was always so nervous about trying anything. So now I have angelfish and then those Colombian tetras.
You just moved right along there.
And some epistogrammuses. And now, just for fun, this is a little room besides where I keep my fish, and this is just where my wife plays with sewing and different things.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And she was in here the other day going, "Wow, that's flattened.
That's a perfect stand for a fish tank.
It's heavy." And that was her saying that. I'm like, well, okay. And she wants to kind of grow what was I thinking? Grow a beta tank in place, set up the tank, breed them out right there in the tank.
Nice.
So I thought that might be fun. Might be fun to try.
Talk to Christian. She needs to talk to Christian about that. That's what he's been doing.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to show everybody this. Yeah, we built the stand ourselves, and
Love it.
it's pretty heavy duty. And then I started painting it. I was supposed to stop when it looked like it does on the end, but sometimes you just get carried away.
Really. That's fun.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Ed. You too. Bless you.
Ciao. Boom. Well, there you go, Judy.
There she is. Look at her. Ah.
Who's that?
All right. Nick is here.
Son of a bitch.
Here, I'm here. Hello,
Hi,
Father
Nick.
Fish. Hi, Dina. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I show up here. I have a.
Looks good.
It's just a bunch of whatchamacallits and tetras.
Barbs? Are they barbs? Green barbs?
Oh, bumblebee platies. That's what they are.
Okay. Right.
Oh, I think you froze. You still there?
I got all that. Right here. And down here, some goldfish.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
How big is that large one? It looks pretty big.
About 8 inches.
Wow.
She's 2 years old. Yeah. And then over here, my paludarium. My frog tank.
Oh, how cool.
Really noisy.
What do you have in it?
This little tiny tree
Oh,
frog.
Look at them. Are they tree frogs or?
Yeah, the little noisy ones.
Wow.
I grew them up in here. I grew them up in here.
Spring peepers.
Cool.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a lot of
pretty
fun.
cool. It makes me want to try keeping a frog tank.
I really want to do this.
I got a little waterfall too.
Oh, wow.
But it's getting overgrown, which is good because.
Yeah.
Then I have over here my beta tank with some more. Where is he at?
The babies?
These are swordtail mollies mixed with the bumblebee platies.
Okay.
So yeah. And there's also some 2 cories in here, but I don't know where they're at the time. And a bunch of shrimp. I like shrimp. I also have a glowfish tank too. I can show that to you.
Huh.
Go around.
And a Christmas tree.
Oh yes, the Christmas tree.
Oh, that's pretty.
Right. That's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. My wife put it together. She does a great job.
Yes, I would say.
And these are my little glowfish.
Wow.
Those are pretty.
Thank you.
Nice tank.
They're all Father Fish style scented tanks.
Yeah.
They're all different.
That's
Every
a
single
tiger lotus in there, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, with leaves covering the surface.
That's beautiful.
Nice. And
Got all kinds of
Java
different
fern,
shrimp in
is
here.
that Java?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Right.
That shrimp smells. Yeah, so that's pretty much my stuff there.
Wow, pretty cool.
I'm glad I was able to show y'all.
Glad you
Nice.
did too.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick, very much. Appreciate it.
Me too.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Nice.
The koi pit, he needs a wrench, Father Fish.
I gotta get my volume cranked back up. Say something, Dina.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Good. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, the koi pit, he needs a wrench. Everybody in the chat's been asking about giving him a wrench.
Who? Oh, goodness sakes. Absolutely.
But that frog tank was really impressive.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I so want to do that. I think we're going to be building a new rack and moving all the 10 gallons onto it. They'll all be on one wall, which will give us space then to be able to do a couple of other larger racks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do one of these new tanks as a frog tank or salamander tank. I can also get salamanders locally, so
that would be cool too.
I want to do that as well. Nice. Koi pits. We got. There he is. There he is. Nice. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, Zavkill? It's a portable feast. There's a core group that stays through thick and thin, which is probably 20%. And then folks that come in, stay for a while and move on, and new folks come in. Looking at some of my oldest live streams from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I've done a lot of live streams. I occasionally run into one name that'll be somebody who's been with me through thick and thin, but not many. It's a constantly shifting cast of characters, which is a lot of fun. I mean, some people you get very close to, and then they sort of go on their own way, and you lose track. And I think of all the people who I work with here, like with Dina, who no longer have any contact at all with. I think Dina's here to stay, though.
Oh yeah.
I have the distinct impression I couldn't get rid of her if I wanted to, which I certainly don't.
Yeah, I think I finally found my tribe.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
so.
the fish community. It's like I love
Yeah,
the community, and I love doing lives with you. It's a lot of fun.
yeah. Well, it's fun having you.
Thanks.
So let's see what else is going on. The book.
Oh yeah.
Let
We
me
get to it.
now. Let me talk about this a little bit. The guide is now available as an ebook, as an electronic book at our store for $29.95. Now, what that gives you is is a full research capability. The book is research with links to many articles and videos throughout the web, and that will be increasing. So as you join this, right now there's no annual fee. I think eventually there will be an annual fee, but the folks who get in now will have that waived. So if you join us now, in years to come, as this becomes more and more substantial and impacts the web more and more, you'll be in on the ground floor and will reap the benefits of that. It's a broad-based look in detail of all of the all of the central aspects and some of the peripheral aspects of maintaining natural aquariums. We have not gotten into terrariums, um, vivariums, atriums, and the like, but all of that is in the works, and it's something that we will eventually be able to move into. To do that, we're going to want to link up with other people who are ahead of us in certain aspects of this. So, very excited about where we're going with it. There have been some questions about whether there will be a hardback copy. And yes, there will. We're negotiating with publishers now, and we'll be doing that. The benefits of that for those of us who are doing this are not nearly as substantial as doing the web book, both in terms of being able to do upgrades, being able to increase its value and scope, uh, being able to maintain any kind of profit margin. All of those things are much more beneficial, including end use, frankly. I mean, I cannot tell you how many books I have bought that are sitting on the shelf that I have never read. I've flipped through them, looked through them, some in more detail than others, and there they sit. And the primary reason is if I have a question, I can get an answer instantly right here on my computer. And it will be the same answer as is published in the book. And what the web offers us is really a library. It's a library of Congress. It's the library at Alexandria. It is a vast and infinitely complex library that this book will become a part of, and will increase in scope and depth and importance as a tool for those looking to establish aquariums. So we invite you to join with us. Come buy the book, get online, join us, be a part of this. It'll be linked as well to our Discord channel. Many of the links are already to Discord, as well as to YouTube videos and other sources. So it's something that will bring you in to the world of the Natural Aquarium. You're more than welcome to join us, and we're frankly very excited about being able to provide this. Who is calling me? Somebody in Florida. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I was trying to see if, is this Father Fish number?
Yes, it is.
Hi, I was calling to see if I can get some of that soil that you have.
Somewhat, I'm sorry.
My fish tank?
Yes. Have you found our online store yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, great. Okay. So go to fatherfish.fish.
Okay.
Fatherfish.fish. And
Order with my credit card, right?
yeah, absolutely. And right at the top, you will see several links. One will be for our store. So if you click on that and go in there, you'll be able to spend time seeing everything that's available.
Yes, sir.
And if you go to YouTube right, oh good. So open up our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to hear yourself talking to me on our live stream right now.
Oh, okay.
You're live on our live stream. And we have 1,000 people watching. So welcome. Well, make sure you get on the store. And then while you're there, you will see a link for the Father Fish Shoal, where you'll be able to get lots of information. You'll be able to get help as you are involved in your project. So you'll have somebody to talk to as you go along with the project. So those are two really, really good resources. Very good. Nice to talk with you. Thank you. Because he's gone. That had to be intimidating. All right. So, yeah, join us, please, by purchasing your membership in the Natural Aquarium Guide. You will be delighted you did so. All right. What else is going on here?
Let's see.
Doom Pie says, I am 15 of the 1,000. At least. We can hear him too. Well, I had him right up to the mic.
Yeah, we can hear some of it. Hopefully, he'll actually come on and maybe show us his tanks. That would be pretty cool.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave site cancel. I don't want to do that. I'm sitting here clicking buttons again.
It happens.
It's a very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do is get over to YouTube and see what's going on there.
Yeah, I love the new fish food video. That was really awesome.
The what?
The fish food video that you did on how to make your own fish food. That was awesome.
The one Brenda did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's interesting to me is that the viewership has been very low for that. It doesn't strike a chord somehow, which is, I never know. I never have a sense of what's going to work and what doesn't. I think I've got a great idea of something exciting and fun, and it'll fall flat as a pancake. And then something else. Well, the best example is remember I did a rant on a live stream about a woman who came in uh, wanting to get rid of her snails. She had snails. And I did about a 1 minute rant about her and her snails. And it got 2.5 million views
Really?
as a short.
Yeah.
2.5 million views.
Wow.
And you'd be amazed how much money I made on it. I made $21
Hey.
on 2.5 million views. It's 1 penny per 1,000 views.
That's insane.
$1 per 100,000 views. Honest to God. 2.5 million views made $21.
Wow.
I wonder how much Google actually made.
Right?
It had to be 100 times that as a
Yeah.
bare minimum.
It probably was.
At best, they only pay 1%. In that case, they pay 1/10 of 1%. So the economic advantage of being a small to mid-sized channel on YouTube is non-existent, at least in terms of payment per views. In being able to market, that's a different matter. So, and YouTube's aware of this. They really push marketing strategy, which makes sense because it is what keeps our shop going. It is YouTube viewers and YouTube followers who amount to 60% of the sales of our store. So we're trying to expand into other platforms to be able to diversify, and the book is going to be an important part of that too, to be able to do that diversification. So we're Meep says I'd be afraid of letting Koi pit in the house. He is amazing, and yeah, gangster cash. No kidding. Lloyd said he gave her a craft room in the basement and built an aquarium room at the same time. Right. The internet is a mystery. Well, the issue is that the internet has been co-opted by big tech.
Right?
And that's where we are today. Big tech runs the internet. There are efforts afoot to change that and to break down the impact of big tech. What's interesting, if you study major corporations, the average major corporation lasts about 20 years and then is gone. Now, that's certainly not true of the big auto manufacturers, the major electric companies. I'm not talking about that level of industry. I'm talking about, well, I guess primarily retail, although manufacturing is a part of it. Retail, a retail breakthrough like Amazon. Amazon replaced what? It replaced Montgomery Ward's and Sears. Now, either of those could have done exactly what Amazon did because they already had the infrastructure in place to do it. What they did not have was the vision. Jeff Bezos comes along with a vision. He builds it in record time and wipes Montgomery Wards and Sears off the map. And he's the biggest retail out there now. But there already are ways in which retail is being democratized without using Amazon. For a long time, Amazon was the best way to get your product out. Now it's not, because now it's the best way to get your product lost
Right?
because the competition is so profound.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody is doing something, it is of no value to any but a few. And that's what's happened to Amazon. It will be brought down by its success, not by its failure. And it will be brought down not because someone will have a better idea, but because the system itself will change and people will find it more effective ways of being able to find exactly what they're looking for through more direct kinds of marketing means. And that's the change that will occur on the web. It'll be easier to find Father Fish, for example, because the links will be better. The what's it called? The SPS will be better. It'll be better to it'll be easier to locate exactly what you're looking for. And that will end the tyranny of Google, of Facebook, of Amazon, of these big guys of big tech who are running everything. And we're going to see that happen, I think, in very short order. In a matter of 2 to 3 years, Amazon probably will be gone because it will no longer be practical to maintain the infrastructure needed. I mean, look at Twitter. Think about what's happened to Twitter.
It's changed a lot.
The infrastructure at Twitter was is now less than 10% of what it was before it was sold and taken over. The staff is about 10%, and it is already doing more than it was doing. It includes a wider range of ideas. It includes a broader context. It is no longer micromanaged by a given political and social position. It's changed dramatically and
Yeah.
will change even more. And that's just a small example of what's going on. Mattis Factory says my sister shoved me down the escalator at Montgomery Ward when I was 5. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh,
Bounce better when you're 5, says Sailor Red. Yeah, Darwar says once Trimpley praises the SEC chairman, we're going to find how propped up all these mega corps are via their stock price. So, yeah, that's right. It's exactly what's going to happen.
yeah.
Guppy Fish Tank says some of the Father Fish videos on your popular playlist are set to unlisted. Somebody pointed one of those out to me this week, and I went back and found, and that was true. I don't know how or why that has happened.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Whether YouTube has done that, I don't know. But I have found somebody found one, and if you see that, let me know, and I will make them public again.
Absolutely.
Giving the internet back to humanity. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly right. Yeah, it's simply going to become easier to find those mom and pop shops. Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda.
Hey.
Are you in the other room? She must be in the other room. Hello. Yes, she is. What time is it, by the way? 7 o'clock. It's only hello.
Hey, Brenda.
Easiest big time adventures wants to know the easiest and hardiest freshwater fish, freshwater eels. Oh wow. I've only got a couple. I don't have many. I've been getting these little tiny eels, and they're really not doing all that well. I need to get bigger ones. Bigger ones do better. The easiest and hardiest. You need to be able to get eels at least 6 inches. Other, if they're too small, they're frankly too difficult to keep. Too many things can beat them up. They're more food than they are predator.
Yeah, I haven't tried keeping eels yet. The closest thing I've come to is a coolie loach, which I don't think's an eel. So
Yeah, it doesn't really count as an eel, probably.
yeah, it was funny when I
It's
first showed my
more
aunt. She's like, "Are you
like,
keeping
yeah.
eels?"
Things like the fire eel
Hmm.
are very cool to keep. I don't know that any eels are really easy to keep. I mean, I've got for here. Well, let me do this.
Yeah.
I got an example here. Let's see if we can clear my lines here. I'm all tangled up. I need to get as much clear line as possible to do this. Let's see. All right, here we go. Oh, the lights are on. I don't know if I'm getting on or not. Let me see. Something here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. This is an Abba.
It's so cool.
It's not an eel. It's sort of eel-like. It's an old world fish. And he's about 12 inches long. It's a fish from the Nile River. So he's wild caught. And he was caught at this size and shipped over from North Africa. Probably, I don't know where he was caught exactly. Um, it's a fish that cannot be kept with other fish. Um, Mainly because it's far too aggressive, but also because it will beat itself to death. It is a blind fish. It has no eyes, and it lives in water that is so muddy that you cannot see an inch into it, namely the Nile River. The Nile River is a mud river. That's why when it flows its banks, it is so beneficial because it deposits vast amounts of nutritious soil every year on the banks, allowing wonderful crops to grow. So this guy will take a bite out of anything he comes near.
Ooh.
Right now, he's being very shy because he doesn't know where he is. He's not in a natural environment. He's not in anything that is at all familiar to him. And he appears to be healthy and in pretty good shape. So it's just going to take a while. He's eaten a few little fish. He eats live fish. That's the primary food that he's going to be able and willing to take because it is what he eats in the wild. It's what he's grown to this stage eating. He swims along and he feels the vibration of another fish through through electromagnetic impulses that he is extremely sensitive to. This any kind of vibration
That is so cool.
causes it. He's hiding there. He's found a hiding spot where he's able to get up alongside the filter. Um, he feels the vibration. He moves his body toward it, usually by swimming backwards until his mouth is where it is, and then he sucks it in. He doesn't really bite. I don't believe he has much in the way of teeth, more like a hard ridge. But he opens his mouth very quickly and creates suction, which sucks in whatever it is. If it's small enough, he'll swallow it. If it's bigger, he'll bite down and shake very hard to try to tear it apart. If it's a relatively small fish, he'll be able to do that. Rarely does he go back and eat the part that drops off, that breaks off, because he's attracted to motion.
So if it's not moving, he won't eat it. Wow.
If it's not moving, you won't eat it. Right. Now, I've had little tiny ones that I have taught to eat cut food, but he's almost too old enough to learn how to do that. So they get about 4 foot, 4 to 5 foot. Biggest ones caught him in 5 foot. Remarkable animal. Gymnarchus niloticus. He's in a class all by himself. He is his own species and his own classification. He's
That
in
is
his
so
own
cool.
family. Even. It's kind of a remarkable animal. Very, very prehistoric. An ancient, ancient animal.
That's what I was just fixing to ask. Is that a prehistoric fish? Because I've never seen any fish like that.
Right. Well, that's kind of the reason I went through all that was really to answer that question about eels.
Mhm.
Because the issue with any animal like that is to be able to handle it as it as a one of or a one off, if you will. To you need to be concerned about and sensitive to the needs of that specific animal and be able to maintain it in an environment that that is uniquely appropriate for it. They'll take chunks out of bigger fish, Toonpie says. Yeah, that's right, they will. He was not banging the tank. He would never, never bang the tank. He simply would not do it because he is acutely aware of the glass. So he would, even though he has no eyes, he's not going to swim until he hits something. His sensory perceptors, his ability to sense his environment is so strong. I've never seen one of these fish bump into the wall, and I've had a number of them. They'll swim right up to it and stop cold.
So he's pretty much got built-in sonar, kind of like a bat.
They do exactly, except it's electromagnetic. It's not really an
That's cool.
auditory. That's not through the ears. It's through neural receptors that run the entire length of its body on both sides.
That is so cool. That's got to be one of the coolest fish I've ever seen.
Oh, it's amazing.
I mean,
Then Soma, good morning from Malaysia. Well, hello, Van Soman from Malaysia. Nice to have you with us. Let's see. Let's get you wrenched up here. A rope fish. I do have some rope fish. I've got them in with turtles at present, which is kind of funny, but they do fine. I don't know
Ha-
what's
Have you got
standing
have
up.
you got your cord fixed where you could show us the rope fish with the turtles, or is it not? It's not long enough yet.
No, I don't. Brenda's in there. She might be able to. You want to come up and try it, Brenda? See if you can show it. I don't know if we can see them. They're kind of hard to see. The pond. They're in a pond that has a lot of duckweed in it. Let's see. Yeah, if you can, and maybe also the tank with the dragons in it. You could do that. She has a couple of tanks in her office area
Oh, cool.
that she can show us on her laptop. Maybe things watching snails is therapeutic. No, that was it. Yeah, the video views are steady compared to views on shorts. That's true. That's true.
Lamar
Uh,
asked,
wow,
"What
that
food is safe to feed a rope fish?"
come again.
Lamar asked, "What food is safe to feed a rope fish?" Actually, that's one of the fishes that I haven't seen.
Oh, let's see. Bushy crypt. Boy, I'm really not up on crypt species. Is she here? She's not here.
Not yet.
We carry about 6 or 7 different species of crypt, but I really don't know a whole lot about them. Okay, who is this?
Brenda.
He is. All righty.
Tricky, tricky.
What can you
I'm
say?
not seeing the rope fish run around, but here's the dragon.
There's a dragon.
That's
We've
a
got
cool fish.
a number of fish in that tank that are kind of cool.
Is there a way we can make it full screen where we can see it? Let's see.
There are 2 dragons. That's the little one. There's a big one in there as well. There's the turtle. This
Look
is
on
the
that.
vat that the rope fish are in.
Mhm.
Let me go in there. Maybe I can help her stir them
Yeah.
up.
Let me see if I can get it where it shows full screen. Let's see if I can do this, guys.
Stir 'em up.
Yeah, they like hiding in the rocks. Yeah. I was thinking about throwing some shrimp in there. Maybe that'll bring them out. There's one right there under the rock.
There's a turtle. Yeah,
Oh, that's a big turtle.
it's staying under it too, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to stir it up too much.
We were fighting the turtles for the shrimp this morning.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're not gonna put in an appearance here, I don't think.
Yeah. There's only one drop. Oh, there's that other one. Whatever that is.
That's the big one. There's that.
Yeah, here, but there was something else that went that way. Not sure which one it was.
That is a
There's
cool
the night
fish.
fish. And here's a biker.
That's
I
a
think
pretty
that's
one.
everybody. It's those, isn't it? And they've seen these guys, I guess. They're hiding.
They are.
Where's the timer?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Probably underneath.
Corey, where's the timer?
Right.
What's in that tank?
Let me get my hand in there. Give it. Where are they?
Oh, Raymond's got his head sticking out right there.
Yeah, he does.
Everything.
That's a cutie.
There he is.
No.
That one's shy.
She's using her phone.
I think she might need to turn it to the side. I don't think she can hear me.
Oh, we're in the pond here.
Oh, check that out. I love the pond.
There's so much going on in the pond.
Wow, those are
There's a gar in there,
an alligator gar?
an alligator gar, right?
Cool.
Well, I was trying to find him today and I couldn't find him. There's a big pleco.
How large is that pleco? He looks like he's bigger
He's
than your
about
hand.
18 inches. He's pretty big.
Whoa. Oh,
There's a
that'll
crayfish. See the crayfish?
Yeah,
Somebody
that
was
is
talking
cool.
about it earlier. Where'd that crayfish go?
Not sure
He's
which
not
one
in here.
it is. Did that fish
You
sell
bet,
you?
yeah, I saw it. He must have gone back down.
Here. My hand right there.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, look at that.
Wow, he is huge. Wow. That is a huge one.
Madness. Yeah, I haven't seen the guard. I was looking for it today. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the feedback's coming from.
He may not be in here anymore. He's gonna jump down or be hiding down low. Or like, we get feedback.
Oh, Billy's so cute. I love that pond.
You do that.
Oh,
I
what's that?
found two of them. The feedback here is terrible. Sid the monkey.
Gotta stop.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure why
We
it's
were
doing
too.
it.
We were just too close.
Yeah,
To,
I'm trying to fix it, but no idea.
really.
Everybody in the chat says it's aliens.
Oh, mushrooms are kicking in. 3Gs. Right. That's what it is. Ah, the big black tubs. That is like, yeah. The tubs are really cool.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for showing off the fish room.
Ropefish are pretty eel-like. Yeah, but they're not an eel. They're a scaled animal. Eels don't have scales. William Avery's acaras are spawning.
Hey, that's good.
Oh, mercy.
Right?
Another good video. Sharing interrupted by the dreaded echo. Feedback. Feedback. Oh, Cinnamon's multis are bringing. Oh, cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Nice. Oh my. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. I love the way you guys have the fish room set up and that pond. That is a thing of beauty.
Ooh.
That was a really big crawfish. I mean, I've caught some out of the St. Johns River and the Okefenokee River, but I've usually never seen any that's that big.
Yeah, it is a big one.
Hmm.
I've caught bigger ones in the wild,
Yeah.
but they don't get much bigger than that.
Mhm.
Mites are picking up each other. It's exactly right. Well, the problem is you cannot shut off the sound on the phone 100%.
Mhm.
You can on the computer, but the phone doesn't allow you to do that. So there's always going to be feedback if you're using a phone.
Yeah.
Cinnamon has 30 Bolivian ram fry. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, the pond's really cool.
Yeah, it
We
is.
have about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches of sand in the pond. No dirt, just sand. Um, and I've planted a lot of plants. Every time we have a plant that develops algae or gets messed up, we plant it in there. And there are enough goldfish in there that clean the algae off the plants and then rip out all the dead leaves. So we wind up, it's actually a plant restoration uh, facility
That
and
is
works
cool.
extremely well. Dew pie overwhelmed by crayfish. Not hard to do. Once they spawn, you're done. Because when they spawn, all of a sudden there are 1,000 of them,
Whoa.
and they're tiny, and they eat everything.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're going to need to get them out of there. I've got
Yeah.
3 of them in there. I think they're all male, so
Hopefully.
we're okay if they are. If there's a female in there, we're done.
Yeah.
We'll never get rid of them. Nice to have you with us, quite a bit.
takes me on.
I know, it's
It's funny how
infection.
that's catching.
Brenda's going to put them in the blender with her shrimp. She's the last person. I would do that. She would never. She wouldn't turn it on if I did.
I don't think I could turn it on either. Not with it alive. I couldn't do it.
The crayfish, yeah. How can we get rid of pesticides heavily dosed on plants from fish shops? Is it safe for the tank and its inhabitants? Is there a natural way to get rid of it? It's a problem that does not exist. Any fish farm that's producing plants with pesticides would not be able to sell the second batch of plants. They would simply be out of business instantly because their plants would kill everything they were put with. It's one of those fear tactics that are used to try to get people off of certain things or dealing with certain people that's not based in any kind of reality. It's just what's the word? It's dog whistling. What's the other term for that? For lying. It's a
Yeah.
lie, is what it is. Brenda said she leaves the crayfish alone.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Ponds are wonderful. They really are wonderful. You can do so much with them. One of the things that's really neat with having small fish, particularly aggressive small fish, is that their aggression is restricted to a given distance. In other words, what they're actually doing is protecting an area. Aggression is always related to a spawning environment, a breeding environment. And once the fish being chased is out of that environment, then the chase stops. It's when they're locked in to a space that's too small that you get the kind of beating up and terrorizing that we see. It's just one more thing that happens in fish tanks that simply doesn't happen in the wild. In the wild, aggressive fish never kill each other.
Wow.
They chase each other away and they get 2, 3 feet away and it's over. In a fish tank that's 18 inches by 18 inches, they can never get away from each other. And so the chase continues and persists, and they're whacking over and over and over and over. And eventually, scales get lost, wounds get created, fins get ripped up, especially true with bettas. Bettas live in the wild and they live right alongside each other in the wild. But they maintain territories, the males do. And so they're not they may squabble at the perimeter, but not at the heart. Because they don't once the territories are established, they don't go outside them. It simply doesn't happen. And the wild bettas don't fight with each other unless they're simply creating a territory. Now, there may be that certain territories are are just filled and babies coming up, juveniles coming up, may get into squabbles in order to try to establish their own territory. That kind of thing can happen, but typically, what it'll mean is the oldest, weakest fish will be chased out and he'll be gone. And he'll just give up. He'll go to the bottom, he'll scoot along, he'll make himself inconspicuous. He won't be aggressive, he won't be trying to maintain a territory, and so he'll be left alone. It just won't be an issue. I can show you fish right now in 10-gallon tanks where that's happening, where there are two males in a tank. One of them is dominant, the other one is hiding down in the bottom. And when I see that, I take them out, I separate them. I don't leave them in there. Um, but that's the way that normally is dealt with, unless they're both virile uh, fish that are ready and anxious to breed, and they're simply going to duke it out to get their territory established so they can spawn. And then, one is more hard headed than the other. They're just going to stay at it until one of them can't take it anymore. But that, again, that does not happen in the wild. It's not like that.
That's good to know. It probably helps if you have enough hides and plants too, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, having places to hide is absolutely critical because it also breaks up the aggression. And it allows, in the case of a pair that's spawning, that female has to go through a recycling. Every time she lays eggs, she has to go through a period of the next batch of eggs coming down to the ovipositor. It doesn't happen instantly. It takes time for that to happen. Now, that may not be a long time, may simply be a minute or two, but she needs time away from him to be able to do that so that she's ready to lay more eggs. So if she has a place to hide, plants to hide behind a cave, plants are best because they're used to hiding behind plants. They're used to using plants for cover. So if you have a heavily planted tank, not only will it help in that respect, but those plants are going to culture microscopic food that the babies will depend on for their first meals of their in the first few weeks to a month of their lives. Beta sorority. Generally, if I have sorority, it'll be fish that have grown up together, and they simply will be less. Even males. I mean, I've got sororities with two males, and the males. There's not a lot of spawning going on because there's just too much activity. But there's also very little aggression.
That's good. Yeah, the sorority I have's all from Christian B, and they've been getting along great. From all the same
Right.
hatch.
Well, see, they all grew up together.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. What else is going on here? Bucket barrel pond. Oh yeah, absolutely. Talking about bucket ponds and barrel ponds. A barrel pond is wonderful. You can buy barrels fairly inexpensively, and they make an absolutely amazing pond for small fish. It's amazing how many you can have. And keep in mind, the more plants you have growing in a tank, the more fish can live in that tank. And not just because of the cover, but also because the plants are keeping the water pure. The plants are cleaning and purifying the water so the fish are not stressed
Mhm.
in that environment. Literally, the more plants are there. Okay, get them. It's a
I can't
moth.
never catch them with my hands either. I've got to have a fly flap.
I can't believe I'm McKinney. I got him.
Awesome. Yep, you got him. You gonna put him in the fish tank?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. That's some of the best fish food right there.
Yeah, they're not going to know he's there. They're looking though.
Victor C on my stream says applause for Father Fish.
Uh,
And Bear's doing applause too on my stream.
bug bites, right?
Actually,
Live
yeah.
bug bites. Rogerio Lima is here from Brazil. That had DAV. When we get your rent. Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Redneck. Who is Cecil?
Not sure. Yeah, I don't see him on it.
Cecil Mayberry. Bunch of people who I don't know popped in
Yeah.
to say hello to Cecil. Eat it to the fish, right? What do I think about Purigen? The thing to keep in mind about Purigen is it is only able to absorb a certain amount, and if left in, will release release what it's taken in. So you need to keep it in the bag that it's in, and after a week or so, remove the bag. Otherwise, you'll find the same tannins will wash out and wash right back into the tank that it has so dutifully removed. Dakota Samatson. Are Aptasia easy to keep in a jar? Yeah, they are. Cecil says everybody loves me. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is. Victor C says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and yours. From the hot lands of the north, says Rosario. That's the north of the south. Who is this? The prodigious is among us.
Hey.
Hey guys,
Hey,
how you
how
guys doing?
good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just woke up, so.
What are you up to?
um, I just wanted to show you guys how it's going. I clipped some of the plants because they're getting too tall, and wanted to
Okay,
show you.
too tall. It's called
Like it
canopy.
was like
Oh,
purity.
okay. Yeah, the stem plants, right?
So I clipped them, put them back there. I think they're doing well.
Good.
I'm still having a problem with this side of the tank though.
Yeah, it's
Like,
funny, isn't it?
Yeah, that is strange.
Put some of the clippings there. See if that'll make a
help
difference.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want you guys to see them. They're out now. Finally, both my corridors.
Oh,
Yeah. Those are pretty.
Both of my
Are they pepper corys?
The one in the back is. The one in the front, I think it's just a red sailfin or a green corridor.
green and ass.
Yeah. She be looking nice someday.
Right.
And then back there, you guys see the pleco? They're growing
Yeah.
like they're
Hanging on the
growing like
filter.
nice. The other one, she's shy, but she's like right there, if you could see.
Yep.
That's here.
Right down the bottom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is that a zebra? What is that?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay.
I think they're bristlenose, but I haven't seen any bristles grow. So
Well, they're still a little young.
okay. And then this is my banjo. He's just always right here now.
We have a bunch of banjos that are buried most of the time.
Oh, I've seen
He
them
usually
now.
is like buried during the day, but like I don't know. At night, he just comes and he sits in the spot.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure enough.
I don't know if he's like feeding or you know. And then I got some. The baby tears right here are doing pretty good. I already clipped some of them because you see this one right here,
Uh huh.
very rooted up. That one was like up here, so I was like, yeah, let me clip it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, the father
Nice.
fish method is working perfectly.
You bet.
That's going great.
Nice.
Well, it's nice to see you guys.
Thank you. You too.
Happy
Nice to see you.
holidays to all you guys, and good night.
Merry Christmas. Right.
Hey,
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
Nice. I think he's in Canada,
oh, that's
if I
cool.
recall.
Don't see anything new in the chat.
Oh, Lord, I can't stop yawning.
I'm trying to not yawn.
Oh, Kanav Chaudhary says, I love to come to your streams, but when you stream, it's like 6 in the morning on Monday in India. I know. I used to do morning streams, like 9 in the morning, which meant I was able to get people from around the world because the Europeans, it was mid afternoon to early evening, and people in Russia or in the Far East, like India and the Philippines, it would have been like 9, 10 o'clock at night would have been still reasonable. But Mr. Watson's asking me to stop yawning. Yeah, it's just kind of it is a problem doing an evening stream. Is there's so many people around the world who it's the middle of the night for them.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah caught some pygmy sunfish.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
wonderful. Wonderful. How neat is that?
That's pretty neat.
Very cool. Can you show them to us, Sarah?
Oh, that would be awesome. Yes.
If you can do that, I'd love to be able to identify.
That would be cool.
143 Monday, Doom
Wow.
Pie. Yeah. Right. So it's middle of the night in Europe right now. Can you apply the natural techniques to saltwater? Yes, absolutely. But you cannot use the same material. You do not want to use dirt, for example, because it will be impossible to control the biology of the system. What you need is live sand from the sea. If you cannot get that directly, you can get it from a local shop. You know, I really could sell it. I actually could.
That would be cool.
There's no reason why I can't. Fitzgerald the Three, Father Fish. Hello. Yes.
Hey, I downloaded the ebook for whatever reason, but the ebook reader does not support the file. I can't open the book with the ebook up.
Send an email to the Natural Aquarium at gmail.com and they'll help you work that out.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody,
Yeah,
anybody else have any issues with that?
include your, I'm sorry.
Anybody else having issues with it? With that
A
done?
few people have, yeah, but it's apparently a fairly simple thing to work out. I'm not involved in that, so I really don't know how to do it. But I know everybody who has had the problem has been able to get it resolved.
All right. So Natural Aquarium. What was the
The
rest of it? At
the
gmail.com?
yeah, the Natural Aquarium at gmail.com. Just send an email with your problem and they'll correspond back with you.
And then I'll send with the order number as well.
Yeah, that'll help. Right.
Okay. All right. I will do that.
Good luck. Well, thank you. If you have problems beyond that, then get on the Father Fish Shoal, and because the same people are there.
Okay. Well, I'm on the live feed right now with you guys.
Oh, great. Okay. So you're hearing yourself. Very good. We're
That's cool.
all right. Thank you.
All right.
You bet. Bye.
And if you're not already in the show, I've got the link posted in the chat.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Dakota says, I would love if you sold live sand.
I think I hadn't thought about it, but there's no reason why I can't do that.
True.
Because it'll hold up for days in a sealed bag. I'm going to work on that. Let me see what I can do. I think I can pull that off. That would be very cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, it would.
Good idea, Dakota. Well, yeah, I'd like to work on that too. Let me know how you do with that. That's really interesting. Yeah, I'm going to work on this saltwater thing. That would also help me get into the saltwater community too, which I need to do. Beyond that, I really want to start designing the soil for vivariums and terrariums.
Oh, yeah.
The store is doing really well, Bud's Builds. We're not getting crowds of people in yet because not a lot of people know we're here. And we're not in a traditional retail facility or market area. We're kind of in a warehouse area. But I have no desire or interest in moving into a retail facility. I really don't want to do it.
I don't
I'm
blame you.
happy. I'm perfectly happy with what we're doing right now. I mean, I would have to be doing a couple of million a year to be willing to go through that kind of trouble.
Yeah.
What a breed, Triops longicordylatus. Got 4 triops. Interesting. You've got 4 in a 3-gallon tank. Well, if you've gone that far, the only issue is whether you have male and female, and I knew nothing about their morphology. if you've got them in, they're feeding and they're growing and mature. One of the biggest problems with triops is that they eat each other,
Yeah, they
um,
do.
which makes it very difficult to be able to keep them.
Hmm.
But if you got a group of them in a tank, um, and you're feeding them, they want algae, I'm sure. You can put spinach in or something like that. They may eat that. They probably are looking for green water. They it's all you got to do is keep them alive. And if you got a pair, they will spawn.
If I remember
Oh,
right, aren't they the ones that the eggs have to dry out and then you have
well,
to come
yeah,
back?
they do. Yeah, they're native to desert areas. They're found commonly in Arizona after rain. Burning Man was overwhelmed by them this
Oh wow.
past year because they got a lot of rain and they were all popping up in the rain pool. So people were going in there swimming, getting covered in
Oh,
triumph. And they probably bite. I don't know.
they look like they would.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
They
They're
look like
strange
something out of an
animals.
alien movie.
Pogo says I feed shrimp to avoid cannibalism. Yeah, that makes sense.
That actually does.
Anthony Colfo, coral and reef inverts. No, I've not heard of Anthony Colfo, Sun and Moon. Interesting. Adam says they give me the creeps. They're very prehistoric looking. Scare the heck out of dirty naked hippies, right? That was that was exactly the problem.
Yeah.
Jurassic triops, right? Strange animal. I've hatched them out and grown them.
Yeah.
Um, it was some years ago.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to try that just where I can see them.
They're pretty cool. They really are pretty cool. But I think what you're going to have to do is once you see them spawning, then you probably will need to remove that material that they're spawning in and dry it for a month or so, and then put it in water.
Yeah. Yes, it sounds like they work really similar to sea monkeys because the sea monkeys will lay the eggs on the side of the jar, and then when it dries out, you can just refill it, and you've got a whole new colony.
Well, yeah, sea monkeys are that's an that's an interesting animal too. In Utah, in the Great Salt Lake, which is now a mud flat, but it's still salty and still full of brine shrimp. They are laying eggs and spawning all summer, spring, summer, and fall long. In the winter, when it starts to get cold, the female will coat the eggs with a hard shell that floats.
Mhm.
And the wind blows the eggs up onto the shore. So all winter long, those eggs are piled up on the shore. And then in the spring, when it rains, they're washed back down into the water, which is very salty, of course, where they hatch and then live their lives out again. So they don't make it through the winter. In that way, they're very similar to the triops, which is um, an animal that never sees its progeny. It dies before its babies are born. That's not quite true of shrimp, brine shrimp, because they're breeding all during warmer weather. But it's in the winter when they die off that their eggs are preserved with this hard shell which dissolves in the spring water and the warmth. It breaks down. You can hatch them in salt water. It takes about 24 hours for the eggs to get soft enough to hatch. Let's see what else is going on here. No, they're not painted turtles. There was one slider. The rest were um, mud turtles, musk turtles, actually. Right. Brenda says they're musk turtles. That's right. G-Man said some of the last order pros should have had a heat pack. We're doing double heat packs now. What did he order? Oh, Amazon Swords. Okay. Yeah, we're heat packing everything now. We will not ship out during Christmas week or until January 1st. We will ship on January 2nd. And then depending on the weather, we may stop shipping for the month of February, maybe even earlier into January. Just depends on how bad it gets. But if it gets down to below freezing daily, we're just going to stop until things pick back up. So we likely will not ship. We will be able to ship south and locally. So we'll be able to ship like into Maryland, Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New York. We can typically ship to Ohio and point south, uh, going all the way over to Louisiana. But we will not be able to ship to the Midwest or the far or like California, the coast, the West Coast. Not when it gets real cold. It's too hard to get enough heat in the tanks long enough to get them where we're going. Plants do better than fish, so we will be able to do plants. We are going to be selling a lot more fish, but we probably will hold off on that until March and April so that we can be shipping in warmer months.
That sounds like a good plan.
Oh, microscopy. Yeah, I somehow don't have the patience for it. I'm not sure what the problem is. I have a good microscope, and in point of fact, Corey has a very high quality professional scope. Um, I don't have the patience. I think when I was young, I lived with my microscope. I used it constantly, but in recent years, I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I look at um, scope it out, and I'm astounded at what he's doing and find it absolutely fascinating. Um, I just
Yes.
haven't been able to get the equipment, I guess, to be able to do that.
Scope It
Maybe,
Out's got some amazing videos. How he
yeah.
takes them.
Growing plants in submerged pots with dirt and canned cap. It's just the same as growing them in a dirted tank. You just got it in a pot. That's all. It's straightforward. A lot of vintage scope, nice. Enjoy, Margaret. Enjoy. I'll bet you I bought 6 microscopes and like $100 to $300 scopes in the
Wow.
last 5 years, and have yet to get any satisfaction out of any of them.
Yeah, I've got one that I'm my first one that I'm learning to work. It takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, we've got a large selection of fish right now,
Mhm.
and it's going to expand even beyond where it is. My plan is to have a very high quality collection of a very a wide range of fish, I should say, um, including some valuable fish as well. I just got one of those new red, um, what are they called? Hmm, Congo tetras, the red Congo tetra. It was enormously expensive. I'm selling it for $50, and it's a little, relatively nondescript, inch-and-a-half long fish that's supposed to become spectacular. So we'll see.
Can't wait to see what it looks like when it gets mature.
I'm getting all of the gobies and whatever else. I'm dealing um, with wholesalers who bring in everything that is available. So I have the potential to be able to get anything that's being collected pretty much anywhere in the world
No,
that is
that's cool.
shipping to the US. Not everything gets shipped to the US. A lot of things never make it to the US. A lot of things, in particularly in like Indonesia, India, um, the Philippines, the Maldives, like that. A lot of that stuff never makes it. It never makes it across the ocean. It
Yeah.
gets swallowed up in the. A lot of it'll get into Europe, but it won't make it to the U.S.
That's a shame.
Yeah, the Red Congo is supposed to be utterly spectacular. I got one that I paid dearly for, and right now it ain't showing me nothing. Fortunately, it's still alive.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got it.
good.
I put it in with platies, in a
Mhm.
little tank with platies, because I figured they weren't going to bother it, and I didn't want to risk it and anything. So we'll see.
Yeah, Bear in my channel, she commented 20 years ago I had a dwarf red-eyed puffer. I haven't seen them since. So maybe that's one of the species, that they just don't ship over anymore. I don't know.
Could be. Puffers are rather remarkable. Vietnam, for example, which is large swaths of Vietnam, or swamp. Any of the guys who fought over there can tell you stories about Vietnamese swamps.
Mhm.
There are over 40 species of puffer fish
Wow.
in Vietnam in the swamps.
Mhm.
Almost none of them are exported. Two or
Wow.
three species is all. So the market has, there's just nobody collecting them
Mhm.
and holding them and shipping them. So that's an industry that really has not yet developed in Vietnam, but it will. It'll happen.
When it does, we'll finally get to see what they all look like. That's a lot of different types of pufferfish.
Let's see. Snuxer, this is interesting. And yes, I do have an answer for you. He says Amazon swords thrive in as well water, but the dwarf lily has the pads disintegrate within days of opening. However, the leaves under the water are doing great. Aha. So, two things. Number one, the leaves on the surface break down very quickly anyway. That's natural and normal. And there probably are microbes participating in the process um, that are living on the surface and chewing away at the leaves as they're up there. In addition to which, they just don't last a long time. A few days and they're gone because they're throwing up new leaves all the time. So it's a very prolific plant.
That's pretty cool.
We are past the witching hour here.
Yep.
We have run over.
It happened.
I finally got. Let's see. Let's do a little tune here. Tell you what. How can we do this? What am I doing? Is it up? Okay, we're gonna add
My little fishes, as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes, as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them, and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, thank you, Dina.
Thank you, Father Fish.
Happy to be with you, my dear.
Same
It's been a
here.
great
It's been
evening.
fun.
We've had a lot of fun tonight. Seen a lot of new things, been to a lot of new places.
Yeah.
Been an adventure being with you all.
It has been.
Love you all.
Love y'all.